This should be where Kokomi said to meet her. Do you still remember this place? Paimon remembers we came by here last. That was back when you did your stint as captain of Swordfish Tip. Things on the island must have changed a lot.
If the enemy outnumbers you, seek their weakness and Marauders on the waterfront are supplied by sea.
General Goro, sir.
More or less. From the directives left behind by Her Excellency, we could split into 2 teams. One to draw their attention. Then again, Madame Kokomi made clear that we are not to split up.
Sir, shall I send for reinforcements?
I doubt there's time. Based on Her Excellency's directives also stipulate that we should wait in ambush and
Sir, we're just gonna stand by and watch.
Her Excellency's directives also state help may arrive when all seems.
Hey, Goro! What are you guys up to?
Captain, you've returned to Watatsumi Island.
That's great! Her Excellency's directives. Recently, the remnants of the Fatui forces have been Unfortunately, we don't have the manpower to split into.
Hard to say no when it's the Fatui. Whatever they're.
Good. There's not a moment to lose. We'll go. Watch yourselves. We'll be.
Seems like the Resistance still remembers us. Come on, let's help them get the.
You'll get frostbite.
Solidify!
A round of applause! Step right up!
Time for a flash.
For retribution!
This was well done.
Enhanced Animal Module 75. Animal Test 6308.
Roasted fry.
Stabilize!
You need to hurry up. This was well done. Let's end this quickly.
Now disappear!
Machine get here.
Let's get this show on the road! Shit! Shit!
Comrades, they set the ship on fire. An arson attack. Curse them. They leave us no choice but to attack. Comrades, let's make them regret it. Go on! Give me a go! Time to fulfill my duty! It isn't time for a break yet.
Solidify! I will have order!
Counterattack! Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! This isn't over. At an end. Hardened up.
Step right up!
Who's this? You can't run!
A round of applause!
I miscalculated. Seemed to work. This is trouble.
Here! Burn!
The loneliness.
We were lucky to have you here. We'd have.
What's that you're holding? Let Paimon see.
Yeah. Well, no, not all.
Are you serious?
Her Excellency always plans for every scenario. Plus, still, we're fortunate to have them. They may.
Oh, understanding every eventuality sounds.
Captain, are you back on Watatsumi Island to lead Swordfish 2 again? Her Excellency says that now is a time of peace, and that we should. About half of us are still organized into task forces, supporting the platoons. Of course, not everyone's happy about it. The other day, an old buddy of mine.
The spirit of the resistance is all. Anyway, we're here because Kokomi invited us to the victory.
I believe Her Excellency is currently at. There were reports of a possible disturbance over there. We should probably get going ourselves. And, I'm sensing a growing unease. They used to tell me all their concerns, but whatever this is.
Sounds good. Ready when you are. Can I go catch up on my sleep?
Wait, aren't you? Oh, it is you! Oh, you have our gratitude. I wasn't with Swordfish 2. But I did see you in Tatar. Oh, you really gave it to those shogunate samurai in the fight of honor. Is there anything you need from me? I'm at your service. On edge, you say? In fairness, the battle isn't long. Victory's declared, and all of a sudden, I don't know what else it could be. And all the more so now that you're.
What a nice guy.
I've definitely seen you somewhere before. Unsettled? Not that I would, necessarily. I keep to... We're at peace now, finally. And I, for one, intend to make the most of... Sorry that I can't...
Huh. Seems he's about to fall asleep. Let's leave.
I don't understand what Her Excellency is thinking. I mean...
Exactly. Everyone knows you can't trust the Tenryo Commission.
Wait, for real? You're sure of that?
Positive. Some of our guys had a run-in with a few Fatui. They caught the...
I knew it! The Tenryo Commission are a bunch of crooks. They'll never change.
Shh, keep your voice down.
Hey there. What you talking about?
Captain, you're back. Do you think we should tell the captain about what we were
No, let's not mention it. He's one of her closest advisors.
I'm sure the captain would see where we're coming from, but you're... welcome back to Watatsumi Island, Captain.
Her Excellency should be in the village at present. Head straight over if you...
Paimon definitely detected some hush-hush.
Admit it! We know you've been secretly supplying. I knew something was off about a Tenryo Commission murder.
I'm innocent! Ha! You're as guilty as they come. You never should have been allowed. Take him away!
Wait! Kokomi! There you are! Something's going down over here!
Your Excellency! This merchant is suspected of Our surveillance shows that in his whole time here,
I haven't!
That will do. Let's not let ourselves get too worked up here. Matsuda, Uchimura, I understand, but before we make any decisions over whether this merchant is guilty or if he's guilty, of course, there will be consequences. Excuse me, sir. As you know, my subordinates have...
Of course! I can... I'm a trader on the island. So, naturally, I built... but then, I was robbed by the Fatui.
And why should we believe you? So what? That doesn't prove they took his goods. And even if they did, it'll still end up in the Tenryo Commission's hands.
What? The Tenryo Commission are colluding with the Fatui now? This is the first time. I suppose it is true. What's that got to do with...
What, the Tenryo Commission start colluding with the Fatui? We met a representative of the Kujo clan recently. But on here.
It has been brought to my attention, yes. We are scheduled to begin peace talks with the Tenryou Commission soon. The Kamis Kujo Sara and I will be but just as arranged, if that's the case, sir.
Yes, it's the truth. I swear. They stole.
Very well. However,
Yes, of course.
Matsuda?
Well received, Your Excellency.
Good. Now, Traveler, I mean, Captain of Swordfish Platoon Section 2, would you join me in the investigation? Good.
If we do find the merchant's goods in the hands of the Fatui, it'll... Whatever's going on between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission, we need to get to the bottom of it. Make my escape.
This must be the Fatui camp that the merchant was talking about. From the looks of it, it used to be a Hilichurl camp.
Looks pretty.
Not by brute force, that's for sure. But that's not a problem. Our enemy is in the light while we are in the shadows. I think option 1. Take the king and if we strike from above and take down their leader first. The rest option 2. Hit them where if we manage to discreetly set the gunpowder alight they'd be caught completely off guard. Both option 3. Use the environment against them.
Wow, that's our grand strategy.
That will depend on our assessment of our own abilities. A surprise attack from the air is with an explosion. We could rapidly reduce their numbers. If we decide to take advantage of the environment, we should be prepared for... There's the swordfish captain I know. It's decided then. Let's fight this one. We should take them down as quickly... Hold the line!
Well met.
Let's move out.
Don't be a killjoy. You've only just begun.
Allow me.
You can't run. This isn't over. I miscalculated. Have a load of this.
Hold the line.
Let's move. Have a load of this.
Rest and rebuild.
Let's move.
Covenant of the Deep.
You haven't seen the last of us. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. Looks like I went too far. This first. That seemed to work.
Order guide you.
Stabilize!
I must counterattack!
Allow me!
Finally, some quiet. Dues.
Rest and rebuild!
No escape! Leaving so soon!
Allow me! Turret, bring refuge!
You can't run from death.
That was... But it happens. Battles are complex things, and the
Seems like as soon as the fight...
And yet, the outcome is quite... I must admit, I wasn't expecting to what's their objective? Let's scour the camp for evidence. If the...
All right, time. Hey, look here! Could these belong to the merchant? There's a lot. Whoa! This place is chock full of bomb-making materials. This is way too dangerous. We should tell Kokomi right away and figure out the best way. So these are the Fatui food supplies? They look a little past... Kokomi! Kokomi! We found the merchant's...
I see. Oh, nothing. I just zoned out for a moment. Let's see here. Yes, these are the stolen food, medicine, farming tools. All essential for post-war recovery. By contrast, it's doubtful that the Tenryo Commission, in all likelihood, he's just an opportunistic merchant.
He's hardly a saint, though. We're not just gonna give them back to him and let him...
Don't worry. I had already foreseen this. In my recently issued post-war temporary decree, I included restrictions on the... If he had taken the time to
Kokomi, you think of everything!
I wish that were true. The low energy...
Huh?
Nothing. Come, it's not long now until the victory...
Got it! First we... And away I go!
My goods! You got him. Thank you, Your Excellency. You see, I told you I was innocent.
I'm not so sure. You could have easily planned...
Based on the information we gathered from the Fatui camp, there's nothing to suggest... Had it been the case, then knowing how the Fatui operates...
But what if...
No ifs, no buts. We've recovered the good.
Apologies.
Guess we got carried away.
What did I tell you? You army numbskulls don't have...
Sir, I'm afraid you're getting ahead of yourself. You may be innocent of the accusations, or you have already admitted to being the owner of these goods, so we are obliged to respond with appropriate
Wait, Your Excellency, whose side are you on here?
I have no business taking sides. As the divine priestess of Watat, just as merit must be recognized, mistakes must be...
Wait a minute.
Well, don't just stand there.
Your Excellency, he says all the goods belong to him, but it doesn't. Those of a Tenryo Commission emblem are probably his, but not the rest. Especially these ones. They're clearly for shrine use.
It seems the Fatui simply dumped all their stolen goods in one place. I know, that's a lot.
Not at all, Your Excellency. But if I may, Your Excellency, maybe there were no signs of... I know the peace talks are coming up, so...
I understand your concern. I'm going to take these items back to the Sangon... Watatsumi Island observes different customs than the rest of Inazuma. I imagine it must all seem a little alien to you. It's been a long time since I last came to this village. There's been a lot to deal with recently. Next time you visit, I'll take you to visit Watatsumi Island's old shrine. You know, the earliest shrine on Watatsumi, it was close to the statue of the Seven. Back then, but after she struck down our protector deity, relations between Watatsumi Island and the shogunate have soured. I've been hoping to raise all this at the peace talks and discuss it properly. Grievances have to be let go eventually.
Your Excellency, what brings you out this way on your business? Oh my, you're looking a little worse for wear.
Your Excellency, I beg you, heed a word of advice. If we reconcile with them, the god who once
Come on, that's ancient history. Besides, the fighting is barely over.
I know, it's just...
I appreciate your concerns. I will consider the options carefully.
Wonderful. We're all
Your Excellency? Well, I'll be... fancy meeting you at a place like... do you know? My daughter's enrolled herself in the Shrine Maiden selection process this year. I'm always telling my daughter that if she gets the chance to learn... I mean, just look at her Excellency still...
Well, if she comes to Sangonomiya...
Your Excellency. Boy, am I glad you're here. As you know, agricultural output has taken a pretty big hit this year.
Oh, Your Excellency! Isn't this the captain of Sword?
Your Excellency!
Please, though, for the longer ones, I'd prefer it if you could write a report. Are you alright? This kind of thing is water up.
Your Excellency, here you are. There's been a situation. We're still waiting on the delivery of a whole batch of
Oh! We retrieved those up.
Really? That's fantastic. You never... I sorted through all the petitions received recently, and also, according to the schedule, your job...
That's today?
Yes. The two young ladies have arrived safe.
I see. Oh, let's rendezvous tomorrow.
Yay! The victory feast!
That's the name of the game.
Great! See you tomorrow!
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
weird. She doesn't... How is she still not here? Let's go ask that soldier over there.
Are you looking for Her Excellency? I'm afraid she isn't here at the moment. I don't know where...
So strange.
Not necessarily. If I recall correctly, Her Excellency... let me see. Yes, number 98. Should a visitor from afar come to see me, and should my whereabouts be unknown, direct them to proceed. The footnote stipulates that this only applies when Her Excellency has made no commu... As far as I'm concerned, you two...
Kokomi really does think of... The one she described in the directive? It looks like there's a way in over there. Let's take a look. Kokomi! So this is where you ran off to.
I
You got sick?
No. It's not...
You run on energy?
No. It's just a figure of speech. You noticed? I guess, to be honest, I'm not really cut out to be a leader. At first, constantly communicating with people, trying to retain their morale. You're somehow supposed to make people feel wonderful, but because of my bloodline. I was always going to end up being the divine priest, so whenever I feel overwhelmed, don't worry, it doesn't affect my work. I have to make a speech tonight, and I mustn't give the troops any...
Is there anything we can do to help?
I should be feeling energized again soon if I hold off on work for a little longer. I was reading a book last time I was here, but...
We'll find it for you, and then we'll read it out to you.
You do that for me? I'm really lucky you came back to Watatsumi Island.
Whoa, look at all these. So does Kokomi make time to deal with Sangonomiya Events cash flow statement? This is a lot of work for one person, and it... Let's track down that book and... Hey, look! Could this be the book she wanted? Swordfish Captain came back today.
That's just... Give it here.
Guess that was the wrong one. It's gotta be this one, right? Look, there's even a bookmark. None of the other... Ooh, it's pretty dense. Well, let's take it over and read... Kokomi, is this the book you wanted?
I'm not sure, actually. Could you...
Kokomi? Oh no, she's fallen asleep. Tonight's the victory feast. None Not to mention that the peace talks are just around the... You sure that's a good idea? She does look pretty exhausted.
Avoid disaster. The war's over. Did you see? What time?
Yep, you've been out for ages. It's...
I can't... I haven't slept that peacefully. Thank you. Well, we better get ourselves over there.
Woohoo! Kokomi's back!
It looks like everything's in place for the feast. But I still...
Oh, how much energy will that...
Don't worry, I've got plenty.
That's great! We'll be rude...
Welcome, everyone! Today is the day... Recently, our war with the Shogun's army came to an end. None of us can know what the Inazuma of the future will look like. Thank you all for your valiant efforts throughout. This feast is held in honor of each and... Tonight seems to have gone off without a hitch. People tend to be more open when they're in a good mood. I still have no further leads regarding the issue, and I'm concerned that something might happen at...
Okay, sure. We'll go...
Watatsumi Island is finally at peace. Recently, well, the biggest thing for us is that we can finally get... During the hostilities, the open sea was full of warships. When the catch wasn't good, we'd all go hungry. The poor... We'd go to bed ravenous and be tossing and turning all night. I hear you're captain of Swordfish too, is that right? Well...
Oh!
come on, take it. Without you, we'd probably still be going to bed.
Okay, well...
Hey there! Care for some fruit and vegetable? Are you referring to the thing about the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui? It's funny you should say that the soldiers seem excitable, though. I've had the same feeling. He's been acting strange these days. Always shouting and waving his... It's a miracle the fighting has finally come to an... Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have much information.
Sounds promising. Let's go see what that... This guy's...
Huh? Wait, don't tell me. You actually came back. I thought you'd abandoned the platoon and...
Nuh-uh! We would never...
Huh. Is that so? All anyone talks about... Do you remember what the most important thing is to the Resistance? You got that right. So I'm gonna put you to the test. I'll answer your questions, but only if you...
This guy. What do you think? Are we gonna do...
We'll see about that. You're a strong fighter. No, you really do have a warrior's will. Then maybe you can understand. Captain, comrade, will you join us? We made it up. The story about the Tenryo Commission colluding with the Fatui.
What? Poor Kokomi's been worried sick. What the heck were you thinking? This could send you right back into war with the Tenryo.
Yes, that's exactly what peace talks. Everyone's been drawn in by the idea. What's to stop the Tenryo Commission from stabbing us in the back? And what's to stop? We are the resistance. Everything hinges on our war. We can't trust the Tenryo Commission or the Raiden Shogun. Surely you agree with that?
His point does kinda make sense. But yeah, everything you said, Jeff. Are you seriously willing to make up?
Don't take that tone with me. Acting for the sake of victory. We embody the warrior's will to the fullest. You'd have me just put down my weapon and start living. Every time I see them there in my mind's eye, remind... I guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever.
Too late? Darn. What are we gonna do? The whole thing about the Tenryo Commission, they wanted the peace talks to break down so that they could carry on fighting the war.
I see. I'm fine. Don't worry. This is my fault. If only I'd perceived what they were. I think I understand what Kozan means when he says it's too late. The talks don't begin until tomorrow. But both sides have already sent their... I highly suspect that one of Kozan's pro-war co-cons...
Well, that's no good. Do you...
That won't work. Firstly, it would almost certainly push the pro-war faction. Not to mention that we have no idea how many of Watatsumi Island's
Sounds like a really tricky...
Don't let it worry you. Once these soldiers cross the line, let's meet here again tomorrow.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
Well, here. These are some directives I wrote last night. I took the liberty of writing them all down. This one...
Whoa, this is huge! Let's see. Fierce dispute, violent escalation. Wow, there's so many...
Glad to hear it. But any amount of dissatisfaction within our ranks weakens. As the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, this responsibility... Excellent. Okay, time to head off. been a while, Kujo-Sara. I believe...
Yes. Where you dealt my But before we go any further, what are you doing here?
That's right. He's here to bear witness. He experienced the war between us firsthand, and has made an enormous contribution.
Seems reasonable. Then let's get... The first item is the maritime administration issue. During wartime, we intend to remove these restrictions. But going forward, any of your vessels that...
That's fine. But if they're paying taxes, they should also... Any losses they sustain due to issues of public security will need to be...
Accepted. Let's add that to the peace treaty.
Negotiations seem to be going pretty smooth.
The next item has to do with the movement of people. In the past, our people have been subjected to lengthy interrogations. Economic cooperation between our islands has suffered greatly as a consequence. Since the war is now over, I propose that we have the Yashi...
The problem there is that trade is a reciprocal affair.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't what...
True, we're experiencing some shortages, but we will recover in due course. Not to mention that your proposal would require
Let's leave that aside for now, then. On to the military question. What?
That just isn't feasible.
With all due respect, feasibility...
You Kujo scum! Comrades, never trust the Kujo! Let's get them!
Protect Madame Kujo!
Number 16. No, wait. 67? Or is it 73? Which one is it?
The last one. But hold off for the moment. Stand down, Tadakatsu. The situation... Rest assured, I am fully aware of your concerns, Madame Kujo. This is rather serious.
Excuse me for a moment. Nobody makes You two, here, now! Speak! Collusion with the Fatui?
I wouldn't exactly call it collusion as such.
We were approached by a few Fatui. They met at the time. I felt like we could give it a try.
But we were extremely careful. We didn't agree to anything. We just said they could maybe start by heading to Wadatsu. With respect, ma'am, there was no collusion. It was just...
That's enough. When we return, might I remind you that this is the Fatui. You should be having no interaction with them whatsoever. So...
The Fatui's main forces have already left Inazuma. The few who approached us...
Oh, her subordinates. So they're out for revenge. One day, I will hunt them down. We bear responsibility for this issue. My sincere apologies. I have my own negligence to blame.
But of course, Madame Kujo. For the time being, however, there is evidently some discord within the Tenryou Commission.
It seems that I must act. I will lay this issue aside for now. But as for the trade issues we raised, I will discuss options.
Seems like Kujo-Sara's on the defensive now.
I never knew the grand strategist of Watatsumi Island was I hope that when we meet again, we can continue these sit-down discussions. I think we can leave things there for today.
I should inform you that we took out a Fatui camp recently. I recommend you say and do nothing on the matter for the time.
I will bear this in mind. Thank you. I shall take my leave now.
Your Excellency, we...
Let's discuss it after we get back.
Your Excellency, you knew?
I have already been informed on the reasons. You believe the Tenryo Commission to be untrustworthy, and fortunately, the end result exposed and thwarted a secret Tenryo.
But Your Excellency, so many comrades have sacrificed themselves in the line of duty. I want to keep fighting. I want ultimate victory.
I understand your sentiments, but you cannot simply impose your will and expect. During the war there were highs and there were lows. And in the end there was a glorious... But you saw nothing of the countless others who will remember the war quite differently. Watatsumi Island's people yearn for peace because they have long since given all they had to the war effort.
I
understand, I do. And the fault is not yours. It was largely an oversight on my part. I taught you to nurture...
It's not your fault, Your Excellency. Either way, we are ready to accept sentencing.
Very well. Then I hereby declare... that as of today, I am founding a new secret corps of the army. You and your comrades will all be welcome to join. But be warned.
Your Excellency,
I have concluded from today's peace talks that the Kujo clan cannot achieve absolute peace. It is right that Watatsumi Island moves towards peace. But we must still retain a defensive... I don't want to hear from any of you again until all of you can take on 2 shogunate samurai...
Thank you.
All right, dismissed. Go and report to Gen... And if there is, there will be no more leniency from me.
Yes, ma'am. From now on, we will... Thank you for this opportunity, Your Excellent...
I can feel my energy levels starting to drop. Thank you for everything. With your help, peace has been recovering. Slow. Today was a reminder that I don't cope well in situations with... I think I might get Goro to handle the negotiations next time. Do you think so? To be honest, in the past, I was concerned, but I realize now that wasn't... I have a long way to go. In short, I've still got some maturing to do.